All right, everyone. Welcome, guys, to another Solar Kings Tuesday. Letting a couple more people in. We got a couple late stragglers here, so we're gonna get going here in just a second. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
All right. Good to hear. Got some good info for you tonight. We're gonna go over a couple things that have kind of I've been messing with. So hopefully get some good info out of the day, and then have a little bit of time at the end to chat about whatever you guys want to talk about. So we're gonna go ahead and get rolling here. First of all, we're gonna start off the call. We've been recruiting like crazy leading up to the April 2nd event. So if anybody has any new people on the call, let's shout them out and welcome them to the team.
Yeah, I've got, what's up, guys? I've got David Cantu there. What's up, David? Thanks for joining us. And David's been with us about 2 weeks now. He's been coming in kind of like a silent assassin, you know, but he's got some experience in solar, and so he's jumped in and hit the ground running. And so yeah, welcome to the team, David.
Appreciate
Awesome,
it.
welcome, David.
Thanks.
David, you want to unmute and introduce yourself? Say something real quick.
David. Yeah, my name's David. Jacob got me involved, got me signed up, and yeah, I'm just excited to be part of the team.
Welcome to the team, man. Looking forward to seeing you take off with Powur. Exciting things coming your way. I know he's probably already told you about some of the events we've got coming up, but hopefully we'll meet you in person soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereabouts are you, David?
San Antonio.
Okay, cool. I think the majority of us on the call are going to be San Antonio, so we'll definitely be running into you soon.
Cool. Sounds good.
Welcome to the team, man. Anybody else got anybody new?
I've got another guest. She should be jumping on here in a second. Angela is jumping on. She's actually one of my ambassadors, but she's a realtor, and I think she's going to be sliding over to a consultant seat sometime real soon. She should be jumping on.
I just let her in.
Awesome. Let me see. There she is, Angela Soria, Redbird Realtor Extraordinaire. What's up, Angela? Maybe she can't hear me yet.
Yeah, I think she muted herself when she first jumped on. So, Angela, Jacob was just introducing you as you were coming on. Do you want to unmute and say something real quick to the team? Say hi. You're on mute.
Okay, can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay, so I joined about a month ago, so I'm just new and trying to get the hang of things right now. So just trying to join as much as these as I can as you guys go along and have them.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We're here every Tuesday at 6. So save it on your calendar and join us every week. We try and provide training, feedback, whatever we can do to help you grow.
Okay, great.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Hi.
Anybody else?
I got two guys on the line, Jeff's son and Julio. So Julio's been door rocking. He's been out there grinding. And then Jeff is just getting ready to start grinding. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen to you soon. I'm going to help as much as I can. And yeah, let's rock and roll.
Very nice. Awesome, guys. Welcome. Jeffrey, Julio, either you guys want to say something?
Yeah, I'm out here right now on the road to just get some numbers and addresses. But yeah, I mean, I've been here for a while. It's tough out here, but stick to it. Get those numbers.
Absolutely, man.
Numbers.
Keep grinding, keep hustling. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on. So Recent success stories, a couple shout outs to give this week. Number one, TJ West posted the other day that he closed his first deal as a tier 2 seller. It was a solar plus battery deal as well. So congratulations to you, TJ. Awesome job, man. Can't wait to see you continue to grow and continue to kill it. So keep it up. Next, we've got, myself. I closed the deal for one of my BNI members. So first deal I've gotten from BNI that's actually signed and closed. I've got a couple more that are still pending. So there's still some open BNI chapters in the San Antonio market, guys. If you haven't joined a BNI chapter, I definitely suggest looking into it. It's a great way to build relationships with business professionals, get referrals on a consistent basis, and ultimately put some deals on the books. So definitely recommend that. If you guys are interested, reach out to me. I'm glad to give you some info on who to contact to try and get involved in that. So that was awesome. Next, on-demand site survey. I know a number of you guys have already gotten your phone calls to schedule your training and get set up. That's going live in Texas. So can't wait to see what that does to help all of us have another little source of income, as well as get out there and help our fellow consultants get our deals done quicker. So good news there. Next, Jeff posted that he got a monster ground mount system out in I believe Virginia. So if you saw that on the Facebook group, that looked like a beautiful system. Can't wait to see what it looks like once it gets installed. So Jeff, if you're on the call, congratulations there. Willie and his wife Alicia closed their first deal together this week. I think they've been working on a few deals, finally got one closed. So Willie, I don't know if you're on or not, but if you are, man, congratulations. You guys have taken off here as of late, and love seeing what you're doing, so keep it up. Marco Hernandez, Marco, I don't know if I don't see him on the call, but he had a conditional approval that he posted the other day. Wanted to follow up and check to see if he actually closed that deal. So hopefully he got that deal closed. Whatever stip they were asking for was pretty simple, and he was able to get that done. So, hey, there he is, Willie. I see you joining us.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, brother? You jumped on too late. I already gave you your shout out.
Awesome. I got more. But
All right, Willie, you can't say anything anymore. That's it.
You missed your chance,
Just
man.
kidding. Go ahead, Willie. Just kidding.
hey, it was an awesome week. I just got to give a shout out to these mentors, man, because the homeowner was asking a couple of questions, and our guys were busy, so I had around 4 or 5 guys reaching out to them, and they all were awesome. And I just want to, something that you mentioned, Eric, last time, and I think somebody else, build relationship with guys, with mentors, and that's what I've been doing too, reaching out to guys, and they came through. And I'm just proud of the team we got, and the guys, selfless, helping out, our team, Willie's World, and that meant a lot. And I just want to know, I'm going to Killeen. I got 3 this week, and they look good. So stick and stay, like Eric said, stick and stay.
Awesome, Willie. Congratulations, man. Great to see you continuing to grow and succeed. So keep it up. You're exactly right. Develop relationships with multiple mentors. Guys, this team is awesome. We're full of people that know what they're doing, know what they're talking about. And there are a lot of resources that you can tap into here. So don't be afraid to reach out to one of your mentors or multiple mentors and start to build those relationships, because that's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to get better. So great job, Willie, and awesome to see that success story. So congratulations, man. Next, Jacob. I wanted to ask Jacob how the door knocking with his wife went on Saturday. Jacob, you guys have any luck?
Yeah. So Saturday, Friday actually is when I went with my wife, and then Saturday I went with a new consultant, Albert, that I brought on not so long ago. But yeah, both went okay. Interesting neighborhoods. One of the things, I was listening to one of the mentors from California put out a YouTube video earlier today that I watched, and he was talking about flyers and putting out flyers when you door knock and stuff. And I know there's different opinions on that, but one of the guys, when I knocked, he was busy because he was on Zoom, in the middle of the day, right? He was doing work. And I handed him a flyer and I said, I understand you're busy. Can I leave a flyer with you and I'll follow up with you? Here's a little bit of information. It's got my contact info. And he said, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. He said, because the door knockers who have come by, at least 4 of them knock and they don't leave me anything. No info. And he said, I'm interested. He said, but I'm busy right now. I'm on Zoom for work. And so, I don't know if you guys that are door knocking are leaving flyers, hangers, business cards. When we were in Vegas, I mean, I was leaving business cards, whatever I could, but, and I know that, I guess there's different opinions on that, but, kind of what I saw was a lot of people are at home. I know Gus is door knocking like all the time, and the guys that are out there today door knocking, I'm sure y'all would agree, man. I mean, people are at home. People are working from home now, when they used to be stuck in offices and, at the corporate level. So, I mean, it went pretty good. I didn't get any bills, but had a lot of conversations, had some, real cool conversations that kind of challenged my knowledge of some things that I had been, watching and paying attention to throughout the course and stuff. So, it was good, man. I mean, every day is a good day,
Awesome. Yeah, man. Great little tidbit on leaving, having something as a leave behind. I think that's huge, guys. You're exactly right. The 3 or 4 door knockers that knocked on that guy's door before proved to him they weren't professional enough to earn his business because they didn't even have anything ready for him. So anytime you're going door knocking, go that extra step, get some flyers made, get some postcards made, door hangers, something that you can leave as a leave behind with your contact info on it that shows that you mean business and you're professional with what you're doing. So I think that goes a long way and it makes a huge difference. Eric, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, Houston, I wanted to kind of give a little bit of a tip here when it comes to door knocking.
Yeah.
When I first started, I was doing neighborhood events. So I would spend like, I don't know, $100, $200 getting a moon bounce, getting some hot dogs, hamburgers, setting up a booth and just telling the neighborhood, well, we had a Facebook neighborhood, group. So I put it on there. Hey, I put my company is sponsoring an event for my neighborhood. Thanks to all the neighbors that have given me business. Only one person had given me business, by the way, only one person. But it made it look like my company, which is really me, right? But my company appreciates the neighborhood. They appreciate the business and they were giving back. So that's a really great thing to do. And also, a lot of people talk about paid advertising, right? And there's great advertising out there, and there's scams, right? You got to be careful with that. If anybody on this call is ever interested in getting paid leads, make sure that you let us know first, because we've been through it all. I've been scammed out thousands of dollars.
Yep, right here.
Yeah,
Been there.
And, even if it's not meant to be a scam, just horrible lead generation.
Yep.
So let us know, let a mentor know, hey, you know what? I have some money. I want to throw it to some online leads, because let's just be real. Not everybody's going to knock a door, right? Not everybody's going to knock a door. It's funner when you're with everybody, when you're out there having fun. And that's why we make these events, to try and bring you out and help you get a bill. But at the end of the day, it's a grind, right? So what if instead of spending $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 to somebody doing ads, what if you spent just $100? And with that $100, you went to the dollar store and you picked up one of those popcorn buckets. Have you seen those plastic popcorn buckets? And you
Mhm.
put a dollar DVD in there. I'm not talking about Chucky or Halloween or some shit like that, right? Like put like, you know, some good old fashioned family movie in there and put a popcorn in there, a popcorn, and then put a flyer with your picture and QR codes that say, look, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to treat you to a movie night. Hey, and then all the information is on the flyer. How hard is that, right? And do that 5-10 times, you know, every day or every week and see what that gets you. But I think these are great ideas in order to get yourself out there, get outside your comfort zone. Hey, if you need to just throw one of those popcorn packets on somebody's yard and take off, do that, right? Because it has all your information on there. But please do something, right? We need to get paid, people. That's why we're in this business, right? We're here to get paid. So I just wanted to throw that out there, Houston.
Amen, man. You can't sit there and do nothing and expect something to happen. That doesn't happen. So great stuff, guys. Anybody else? Any other success stories? Anything else going on that we need to talk about?
Another one, California today.
Very nice. Well, Gus, I just got tired of shouting you out every single week, man, because you're doing like 10 deals a week, and I just can't even keep up. So you're just an automatic, you know, oh, Gus closed a couple more deals. Great job, man.
That's the guy you get a loan from.
Exactly. Keep killing it, man. Keep killing it. Jump
Nick
into a few Power updates. Eric, what's up?
Nick and I closed a deal today.
Very nice.
We're just
Awesome.
waiting on documentation, but it's 16.8 kilowatt. And once all the paperwork's done, Nick would have done a deal from where you at, Nick?
Costa Rica. Check it out.
Hell yeah.
Costa Rica.
Gotta love that location freedom, right?
Dude, yep. I told myself before I came, I said, I'm closing the deal. I'm here for 2 weeks. I said, I'm closing the deal while I'm here. Made it happen. Thanks to Eric today.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. The next Wally Arita there. Closing
Yeah,
deals from halfway
I got
around
a
the world.
question. What's the record in closing in one day? Anybody knows?
Say that again, Willie.
I
What's
think
the
Gus,
record?
right?
Closing in one day. How many solar systems in one day?
I've had 2 hat tricks before.
2 hat tricks?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
No.
On Thursday, pray for me. I'm going for 3. This Thursday for 3.
Hey!
Get it, Willie. Get it.
In
Hey,
Killeen.
I'm speaking it into existence for you, brother. It's going to
Hey.
happen.
All righty. Thank you, guys.
Awesome, man. Good luck, Willie. All right, we're going to jump into some Power updates real quick before we get into training. So number one, huge announcement. Delaware is now live. So if you know anyone in Delaware, get a bill from them and then recruit them. Let's start building a team out there. Let's do some good things out there. I've heard that the SRECs are pretty solid. The rebates are good up there. So do your research on it and get to work out in Delaware. So as Eric always says, if you want to own a state, now's the time. So number two, we've got a big announcement. 34% of all the projects submitted last week had a VSS that was approved. So 1/3 of all of the deals that Powur did last week completed a VSS and got people paid within a matter of days. So that's awesome news. I know they're pushing towards 50% plus. And at this rate, I think we're going to get it done pretty quickly. So great work to all of you who are using VSS. You haven't used it yet, you're crazy because you're wasting about 2 weeks worth of time to get that M1 commission, and you're pushing your install back by a few weeks too. So make sure you're utilizing that every chance you can. In addition, VSS is now live on Sonova deals. So for anyone who likes to use Sonova or has already gone through the Sonova training, you can now use the VSS on those deals as well. Site survey, arrival windows. So this is another one. So in a case where you can't do a VSS, let's say you're doing a deal remotely, talk to your customer while you're closing that deal and get 2 dates and times that work for them. So that it's a 2-hour window, and you can go in directly in your back office and put their chosen dates and times to get that site survey completed. So push it out a couple days. Don't do it for tomorrow at 10 a.m. obviously, but give it a couple days out and get 2 dates and times that would work, so you can get that on the calendar. Project manager knows when the customer is available, so we can get that set up quickly and easily. Another one, Powur, earlier this week on the Powur Pioneers group, announced that there's a new SolarInsure certification on the Powur University. We're going to talk a little bit more about SolarInsure later in just a minute, but take about 30 minutes, guys. I jumped in there. It took about 30 minutes to complete and become SolarInsure certified. So take a few minutes to do that. Gus, I see in the chat you're about to jump off for a call, man. So good luck. Let's see you get another hat trick. Get it done, man. Appreciate you. But next, Powur World, a couple big announcements with that. We have until the end of this month. So if you're not Powur Live member, you have until the end of this month to lock in your general admission at $150. After March 31st, it goes up, I believe, to $200, and then again to $250, depending on how long you wait. So get in now. It's going to be July 15th and 16th in Dallas. There was a hint on the Powur email yesterday that I think sometime this week they're going to be announcing the location. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. That way you can get that hotel room booked. Another big announcement, Powur Live members. So initially they told us that March 18th was the last day to reserve your refundable deposit for your free Powur World ticket. They've extended that now until April 15th. So if you were a Powur Live member on or before March 18th, you qualify to get your ticket for free with a $99 refundable deposit for Powur World. So make sure you do that. If you're a Powur Live member, get that deposit put in there. That secures your ticket. And then when you show up, you get that money back. Lastly, just another reminder. I know we've been talking about it a lot. We got about another week and a half to invite. If you're in the San Antonio market, we're going to have a great team of solar mentors up there training, giving the presentation of Powur and what it's all about. Get your friends, get your potential recruits at this training. It's going to be a great opportunity to build your team and grow this business. So it's free, doesn't cost anything, but you need to be at this event. So make sure you get there. And if you need more information, reach out to Eric, reach out to myself, and we'll get you everything you need to know. So with that, we're going to jump into some training for tonight. So hinted at it earlier. I just went through the SolarInsure training today, or earlier this week, or actually late last week, I should say. And so wanted to just give you a couple bullet points on what SolarInsure is all about, and have a conversation with you guys about how much of a benefit this is that we offer this product, and how much of a selling point it can be compared to your competitors. So number one, guys, 30 years of extended solar warranty. It's the longest warranty in the business. Nobody else is offering coverage longer than what we were able to offer. I include this on every single one of my proposals. It's no questions. It's part of my proposal. 30 years of coverage. Our max loan term actually is now 30 years, but if you're offering a 20 or 25-year term, your customer's got at least 5 or 10 years of warranty coverage on their system after their system's paid in full. So they get that extra guarantee. Covers parts and labor with a 0 deductible. It covers all of the panels and the inverters in the system. Remember, batteries come with the manufacturer warranty, 10 years. There is some talk about possibly SolarInsure adding batteries to that coverage as well. Hopefully we'll hear something about that soon. The biggest thing about this, guys, is that the parts are covered regardless of whether the manufacturer is still in business. And I think this is the huge selling point of the SolarInsure product, is the fact that you do have coverage regardless of whether the panel manufacturer is still in business. You know, you think about someone like LG who just decided to pull out of the space. I don't think anybody anticipated that happening. And so a lot of people were selling the LG warranty. And with this happening, what's going to happen in 10 or 15 years when you have LG panels on your house and you have a warranty claim? What are we going to do with those? They're probably not going to have any production to be able to replace them. So how are we going to do that? With SolarInsure, it allows them to find an alternative product to replace what was on your house to make sure that you still get the function of the system. So active real-time monitoring, this was one that I think I knew, but I just kind of slid it out of my mind because I've had a couple people ask, do you guys monitor the system? And with the SolarInsure warranty, you get active monitoring to monitor that system for any potential issues. And so as a double redundancy beyond just having your Enphase app or your solar, you know, your SolarEdge app to track the system, SolarInsure also tracks the system and will notify you if they identify any potential issues with the system. Transferable ownership, this one's big. A lot of warranties come with a transfer cost or a transfer fee, or they don't transfer. With SolarInsure, it transfers with the home, and it automatically applies to whoever's on the title of the home. So when you sell your house, it's fully transferable. There's little to nothing that you have to do in order to transfer that warranty. They offer online claim filing. Claims are processed in 7 to 10 days. So they get a quick turnaround to where you have a minimal downtime on the system. Nationwide coverage, including US territories. As Powur continues to grow and expand, this will continue to be a bigger and bigger thing to have one product that we can offer nationwide, and we don't have to find alternatives in other areas. Another key is that they're backed by an AM Best A-rated insurance company. So in turn, you know, one of the questions I get a lot when I'm talking about this is, well, what happens if SolarInsure goes out of business? And the key answer to that is, since they're backed by multiple AM Best A-rated insurance companies, the chances of that happening are slim to none. Even if one or two of those companies goes down, they've got multiple options there to make sure that they're fully covered. So key benefits there, 24/7 customer service. And then lastly, they've got the certification program directly on Powur. So go to your Powur University back office. Takes about 20 to 30 minutes. You can knock that out just on your lunch break if you're still a full-time employee, or in between calls. Jump in there, take that certification, and get that training certificate. So that's it on SolarInsure. Next, I wanted to talk a little bit about the REC panels. I think a lot of us tend to automatically veer towards the cheapest panel that we currently have available. Eric, what's up, man?
Hey, brother. Really quickly on SolarInsure.
Yeah.
Just wanted to reiterate, guys, when you're out there, you don't have to be a great solar closer in order to tell people that you're talking with about SolarInsure, right? Little points in a conversation that stand out, okay? So if you're talking to somebody about solar, hey, I've been interested, I don't want you throwing up solar over everybody, right? That right there is for your mentor to do. It's for closing time. You don't want them to make a decision in your conversation. You want them to make a decision during presentation time. However, something as small as saying something like, man, our company is amazing. We have the best warranty ever. 30 years, nobody can touch us. That right there is golden, right? It's something really small, really fast, really simple, short and simple to have them wanting more information. So just remember that if you're in conversation, say, oh, you know, if somebody's like solar, you know, I was interested. Can you tell me more about it? You know, I'm not really too sure. I know there's a federal tax credit. I'm just getting started myself. There's a federal tax credit involved. I know CPS Energy gives about almost, you know, $2,500. And you know what's cool is that our company offers a 30-year warranty on everything. So, but definitely, when are you open? Are you open for Wednesday at 7 or 8 o'clock? Because we're going to go over all that information. So just wanted to explain that. Thanks, Houston.
Yeah, for sure. Great job. All right, so I'm going to switch courses a little bit. I've kind of always gravitated towards the cheapest or most, lowest price per watt panels on our platform. I think most of the time when you're talking to a customer, they're a price conscious buyer, and that's what they're looking for, is the cheapest option. But cheapest doesn't always mean the best design out for your particular homeowner. And so wanted to spend a few minutes talking about the REC Alpha Pure panels, which are essentially our new premium panel on the platform with LG going away. So start out, I'm going to share a quick 4-minute video that they have on their YouTube page that kind of outlines the technology in this. And then we'll go through a quick review, hopefully answer some questions, talk about it a little bit more, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to click play here. Everybody can see the video, right?
From REC Group comes a revolutionary solar panel. This is the Alpha, the REC Alpha series. Based on heterojunction cells, the REC Alpha combines the very best of N-type mono and thin film technologies, achieving incredible levels of efficiency, power, and strength. To make such a high-power solar panel, we start with the most efficient crystalline cell technology. N-type mono wafers are sandwiched between 2 layers of amorphous silicon, which act as passivation. This enables more holes and electrons in the cell to be converted to energy than ever before. As the cell temperature rises, the REC Alpha produces much more energy than standard crystalline panels. The REC Alpha uses advanced low-temperature interconnection technology, a highly innovative technique for connecting solar cells. A film with very thin wires is placed on the cell, creating a solderless bond while also providing extra protection against outside influences. This eliminates weak points caused by the impact of conventional high-temperature soldering. Our advanced connection technology adds more contact points to the cell, reducing electron congestion for optimum power delivery. What's more, these wires are much thinner than the bus bars on standard panels, making the REC Alpha a thing of beauty with beast levels of power. The REC Alpha uses REC's pioneering and award-winning twin design, where we divide the panel into 2 identical sections. This splits the current as it enters the panel, reducing resistance losses by a factor of 4 to give you greater power output. Furthermore, if shade falls on an REC Alpha panel, one half continues generating electricity, even when the other half is shaded, for a higher energy yield. REC Alpha uses REC's super strong frame design, including 2 support bars across the rear, an innovative way of improving the durability and longevity of the panel. This increases the panel's ability to withstand extreme loads, making the REC Alpha much stronger than a standard panel. As a result, the panels will maintain their high performance levels over their lifetime, as backed up by REC's leading warranty. When installed in limited spaces, such as residential and commercial rooftops, REC Alpha panels offer a clear advantage. Packing so much more power into the same area provides much more energy generation capacity. With the REC Alpha, the same number of panels installed in the same space gives you so much more power. Combining all these advantages, the REC Alpha is a beautiful and incredibly powerful solar panel for your home or business. Coming with the industry-leading quality of REC, you can now truly maximize the power of your installation. This is the REC Alpha Series.
All right. So found that video today and watched it as I was doing a little bit of research on the RECs for a client, trying to give him a comparison and basically explain to him why a lower watt REC 400 may be a better buy than the 72 cell 415 Mission Solars. And really a lot of good info in there, guys. So I put together just a couple quick bullet points to try and highlight some of the ways that the RECs are the premium panel in the market. So number one, they have a better 25-year performance warranty than anything else we have currently on the platform. They've got a performance warranty at 92% over a 25-year span. So in 25 years, those panels are still going to be producing at 92+%. Most of the other panels that we have on the platform at the moment are somewhere in the 80 to 85% range. So when you think about it, I mean, that's almost a 10% difference in production over that time. So makes a big difference, maybe not initially, but 10, 15, 20 years from now, your customer's system is going to be producing at a much higher level with the RECs. Number two, they've got an exclusive 25-year labor warranty. That's one that I didn't know about, but guys, that's huge. Obviously, we've got the SolarInsure extended warranty that covers labor, but to have that directly from the manufacturer as well gives you that double redundancy to make sure that you've got coverage. They also provide 25 years of coverage on the product and a 25-year performance guarantee. So one thing that I picked up from the video that I thought was interesting, about halfway through, there was a point where they showed the cell with that lamination layer that they use instead of using a traditional soldered bus bar. And that makes a big difference. You see how many different contact points there were to get more optimum flow. That means reduced loss in the production, which means higher efficiency. So the difference in efficiency between the RECs and the Mission Solars are in the 19-20% efficiency range, and the RECs are closer to 25. So even though the Mission 415 is a 415 watt panel, that difference in efficiency means that they can produce almost the same amount of energy. So something to keep in mind, particularly when you're dealing with a situation where you're limited on space, that 66 cell panel is a little bit smaller than 72. You may be able to put a few more panels on the roof. So keep that in mind as well. Another big one that I noticed was that twin design. So essentially the top half and the bottom half are functioning as two separate panels feeding into one inverter. When you have shading, when you have heat issues, that separation makes a big difference in terms of the efficiency and overall production of the panel. So something to keep in mind, particularly if you're dealing with a roof that's got some shading, maybe some trees, something like that. If you can get a panel to produce at least at half efficiency, that's better than losing the entire panel for just a little bit of shading. So the extra strong framing, particularly around here, guys, we get a lot of severe weather. We just had a pretty severe weather event blow through parts of the state yesterday. I was fortunate to not have any even rain at the house yesterday, but I know a lot of folks on the east side of town and heading east had some pretty major hail, tornadoes, stuff like that. So those extra framing bars on the back of that panel make a huge difference in terms of the stability on the panels. Just another note, they're manufactured in Singapore. I know more and more I get this question is, well, are they made in China? No, this is a Norwegian company, and their manufacturing facilities are in Singapore. So A lot of their components are actually built and made in the US and then shipped back to Singapore for final production. So just another note on that. But yeah, looking at this, they're a little bit more pricey, guys, but I think as far as bang for your buck, they're a really quality option, particularly when you've got someone who's looking for that premium panel. But just wanted to share that little insight with you. That's something that I learned myself today as I was competing with different panels and trying to decide which was the best fit for a guy who was an electrical engineer. So he clearly knew what he was talking about. And he and I kind of got down into the weeds in terms of efficiencies and warranties and stuff like that. So ended up being a good learning experience for me. So waiting on a roof quote for him before I can give him a final quote and hopefully close it. But hopefully we'll get that one closed. But any other questions from you guys? Anybody got anything to add? Bueller?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it common that they will ask you about different types of panels, or do we usually just go with one type for most customers?
I would say probably 90% of customers are going to trust you to be the one to choose the best option, you or your mentor. For most customers, you know, the cost-effective route is probably going to be the choice. But this guy, like I said, he was an electrical engineer and he wanted to see all of the details. And so we ended up looking pretty in depth at what the differences were. You know, we looked at the Mission Solars, we looked at the Canadians, and we looked at the RECs. And both kind of came to the agreement that even though they were a little bit more pricey, the RECs were probably the better fit for him, because he did have some shading areas on his house where, you know, part of the day there was some trees that were going to be affecting that. And so that was a huge selling point for him to see that.
And Houston, I'm gonna jump in right here.
Go for it.
One thing that I do, Christy, I have a questionnaire list, and I actually maybe I'll bring that what I asked the homeowner, because then when you get a little bit of their background, like if they're single, married, one kid, 5 kids, whatever it may be, you can really qualify what's really important to them. Because some homeowners are very passionate about the environment. Some are electrical engineers. Some just want to save money. Some are getting a Tesla and want a backup battery. And so if you go through that proper Q&A, how long do you plan to be in your home? Where have you lived before? Is this short-term or long-term? Questions like that will really guide you in your presentation naturally. Because if they're an electrical engineer, you're going to want to be prepared to answer questions about the panels. If they're really concerned with saving money, really be prepared about answering on financials. If they're concerned about the environmental factors. So it's just my little tidbit as a mentor, just as you ask those qualifying questions, just see what's most important to them and then highlight on that.
100%, man. I couldn't agree more. I've started spending probably 80 to 90% of my time with the homeowner in that question phase, in that qualifying phase. I personally, I use the homeowner slide deck that Powur gave us. I kind of mixed it around a little bit in terms of where the slides go, but 100%, a big chunk of that time is spent in that qualifying and asking questions phase. And that way, when you turn your screen around and you're showing them your proposal, you've built a proposal that matches the information you just found out. So couldn't agree with you more, Dario. In fact, I'd love to have you share that questionnaire as part of a training one week, if you'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just something that I made, and I don't ask every single question every single time. I say, solar is almost like medication. There's not a one size fits all. And throughout, these basic 6 to 12 questions that I have, sometimes I ask everyone and sometimes I don't, because sometimes they'll answer a question and another future question will be eliminated because of the answer that I just got. And so, but yeah, I'll get with Eric and we'll take care of that the next week or two for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I'll get with you. We'll get you on the calendar to get that set up.
Awesome. Thank y'all.
Yes, ma'am. Anybody else got questions? Anything else that we want to bring up, talk about? We got about 15 minutes left.
Hey, Houston, real quick.
Yeah.
I just read that as of tomorrow, the IQ7s are being pulled, that there's, I guess, a microchip shortage. So only the IQ8s are going to be available for in-phase. So just something to think about if you have any proposals going on.
Gotcha. Yeah, great info. Yeah, if you got any deals that you're working on with IQ7s, get them closed, because otherwise your proposals are about to go up in price a little bit. So.
Hey, Houston, it's Rob.
Yes, sir.
Something to the, kind of like the product comparisons and things like that. So I've been running into, several homeowners that are, transplants from, California, and they're pretty savvy. You know what I mean? Some of them had systems before. There's a tool that I use. It's called Energy Sage, which is a great quick reference point. Pulled it up during a proposal and, compared the Aptos to the RECs right in front of a homeowner. It's a great tool where you could compare side by side for those homeowners that are maybe a little more savvy. And it gives you all the information, like you said, where they're manufactured, the panel degradation, all that good stuff, all the details that some of these folks are going to be asking. So that's a great tool if you're wanting to brush up on some stuff, getting ready for a proposal. That's a great tool to kind of have in your back pocket, and just kind of show a little bit of credibility that you can show the homeowner and give them peace of mind as well. But that's just a tool that I've been using, and it's helping me out a lot.
Awesome. What's it called again, Rob?
I'm gonna Energy Sage. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Who else has got something to talk about? Any other questions? Anybody have anything that they want us to cover or maybe answer? Well, in that case,
Houston, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy, is there a video that can go into detail the way that you did on Insure? Do you know?
On SolarInsure?
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen a video on SolarInsure, but like I said, so if you go into the Powur University, there is a training in Powur University that will give you all that detail. Also on the knowledge base, there's a bunch of information as far as brochures, flyers. There's all kinds of stuff in the Powur knowledge base where you can access that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Houston, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm at the gym with my kids, so sorry I turned the camera off and it's kind of loud in here. But
no worries, man.
So I had a question. I know last night I was in the DM about I was kind of joking about the site surveys, and I know some of us have signed up to do the site surveys, right? Be a site surveyor.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody here on the call gone through the full process, like to get rolling?
I have not.
Not officially, Jacob, Rob. They called me and they sent me some information for a background check, which I completed, but I haven't heard anything just yet. I'm not sure. The gentleman did mention that there's additional trainings after that.
Yeah, there's multiple screenings, so I'm ready to go. I guess where I'm at is they're ready for me to do a test, like on my own house, like a survey, using their database and all that stuff. But man, I didn't realize we got to buy all that equipment. So that's why I wanted to see if like anybody had experience with it so far. There's a bunch of little tools and shit like that you got to have, for it,
What kind of equipment do you need?
Well, and I can't remember the name for it.
There's a lot of stuff on there. I saw that.
Man, Yeah, there's like one to measure the beams.
The ladders, the drone.
Yeah, like a lot of shit. So I'm like wondering how much of all of that is necessary. Because when we do them ourselves as consultants for the VSS, we don't need any of that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm out in Bernie and I'm too far out of the main area, but they haven't called me to even start my setup yet, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
they're chime in. This is James. I would I believe his name is Julian, and he sent you the email for the background check.
Yeah, that's the dude. Yeah.
Email him because not every single site survey is going to require all the tools, but some might. So I don't know if when they send you and you sign up that they'll let you know what you're going to need. But I would just say email Julian, the guy that's handling all that from Powur.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to let you know, like, if you're going to need everything to start day one, or if you can get by with majority, not having to have like the drone and the 100-foot pole and all that stuff. So
yeah, man. Yeah, there was a bunch of little tools and stuff that I mean I definitely see that, you know, are useful for those guys, right? But okay, cool. Yeah, I'll speak to him. He's the one who kept sending me all the stuff. Yep.
Cool.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Anybody else? Anybody got anything else to talk about?
Houston, it's Eric again.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to, tell everybody that I'm excited about April 2nd. That's going to be a great opportunity for y'all to have guests out there, presenting for you. Remember, this business is so simple. Everything's done for you. Everything. The installers, you don't got to get on the damn roof and install these panels. You don't have to take the permits and go down to, downtown and get these permits approved, right? You don't have to do anything with the financing. And same goes for your business. Like, you don't have to worry about presenting either. Just put everybody, just get them in front of the information. That's it. Wherever you are in your career here at Powur, just know that it's just going to get better. It's just going to get better and better. There's no way you can move backwards, right? Like, I'm going to talk about this on April 2nd, but we're in, a formulation stage, right? Of this platform where there's mistakes that are made, installs, maybe they take a little longer than usual, right? We just got VSS, virtual site survey. We're just getting better and better, but a lot of people won't stick around, right? Because not everybody's wanting solar, right? If you think about real estate, everybody wants to do that because that's already a proven thing, right? Everybody wants to do insurance. That's already proven. This right here, this is hard. What we're doing is tough, but the things that are hard make the most money. Nod your head if you agree. I'm sure you do, right? The things that are the hardest to do make the most money. You're in the right spot. Just stay positive. We all got your back. We all can help you out. Any kind of questions you got. But April 2nd is going to be a big event. And I'm really counting on everybody to bring guests, right? Remember what I told you, Bobby Smith said, showing up to the event without a guest is like showing up to prom without a date. You don't want to do it, right? But anyways, everybody have a good one. Thank you, Houston.
Thank you, guys. With that, I think we'll go ahead and close it out and call it a night. So appreciate you guys. Get out there. Let's get a couple deals closed this week and keep inviting for April 2nd. So we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, Houston, Eric.
All right, guys. Have a good one.